what we're looking at is a very difficult 2 years ahead, a very difficult, in the sense that there will be a lot of pain, which we have to go through. We have to go through because we cannot come out the other end unless we've experienced that. My hope is that as we move towards 1 minute to midnight, those people in high office will jump the ship and come and join people like me or people like you. And it's my belief that they should have an amnesty. That's my belief. By and large, there will be some people that you cannot forgive, but they are not likely to come and join the rest of us. They'll be the ones who will go into a deep underground bunker or get off planet or commit suicide. But I think that those people who are victims just as much as everybody else, and who suddenly wake up to the truth, if they have the courage to come over and say, this is the knowledge that I'm bringing to you guys, I think they should be welcomed and they should be forgiven for whatever they've done, because we need to forgive, we need to move forward. So I can foresee a very difficult 2 years, and then I can see a phase where the traditional structure systems of power that we know will just collapse. Not overnight, one tier will go, and then maybe 5-6 days later another tier will go, and it will be like a domino effect falling down, and there will be a critical point when there is no government. Now, what happened in Iceland was the ordinary people went into the Icelandic parliament and physically threw their members of parliament out into the street. But that's never been reported, because the elite don't want that happening. It's going to happen. And people again don't know that the new constitution of Iceland, part of it was done on Facebook because they wanted to reach as many people as possible. Now the NSA is trying to get back in, and America's trying to get back into Iceland and take control of it. But the point I'm making is that when people are pushed to a certain point, they can find a voice. And as long as that voice is not too violent, it can actually bring forth something positive. And I think there will be a number of very key happenings in the next 2 years, which will make people realize that they've been lied to, not just on the alien, the ET situation, but on a whole range of situations. The public now are on the knife edge. They're almost ready to give up completely any trust they have in the present system. That's where they are now. And in the next 2 years, they will be desperately looking round for new leadership and a completely different style of government, a completely different style of way people are elected, and a completely different way of doing business. And that's what's going to happen. And organizations, individuals who have played a part in bringing this space to where we are now have got to be ready to get into there and take those positions, because what will happen is key members of the military will say, right, we need a political structure. They will do that. They won't take power themselves. They will go for the civilians and say, we need a political structure. We're soldiers. We fight, but we need a political structure. And that is the vacuum which must be filled quickly. Because if it isn't, external forces will attempt to come in and hijack the process. So it's positive. I'm not into fear. I'm not into doom and gloom. I don't believe in it. I don't buy into it. But there is a pain process, because unless we go through that process and learn as a race of people, we cannot come out the other end completed in our journey. And anybody who's alive on this planet now and stays alive to the end of the process is so lucky, because you have manifested by choice to play a role, for good or ill, in the final joining up of the circle that is this planet and what happens here. And finally, Alfred, whatever occurs on this planet will be a massive energetic ripple out through all the 12 soul families that are connected to humanity, but also beyond that. And there will be a very big beneficial effect, because the energetic shift here will actually raise up other races as well, who can benefit from that. So it's not just, we're not just battling for one planet here, we're battling for a massive, it cannot describe the effect that this will have throughout the whole multiverse. Phew, I'm going to have a rest now, Alfred.
Oh, that's wonderful. That's wonderful. You know, I can't resist though you because you toss out these things that are so amazing. What are the 12 soul families?